What sort of accommodation do you live in?
I live in a small apartment. It's very small.
And is the place you live in quiet or busy?
It's a suburb, so it is a quiet place. I don't mind. A quiet place is good for me.
And what is there to do in the evenings where you live?
It's a quiet place, so I prefer to stay in my apartment and watch TV. Maybe sometimes I go to a cafe with some friends.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about travelling. What is the best means of transport for getting around in your city?
Transport means you move around the place by bus or car, something like that. In my city there is a lot of traffic, so it is difficult to move around.
Tell me about any travel plans you have made for the holidays.
I am going to visit my sister. She lives in another town which is far from here. I am going with all my family.
So, you want a single ticket to Singapore in March, is that right?
Yes, I'd like to get there just before Easter.
Okay, I'll just have a look. Right. The best prices are $394 with Malaysian Airlines or $270 with Garuda. The Garuda flight's cheaper because it takes longer. It stops on the way, but the Malaysian one's direct. It only takes 2 hours.
Is Garuda much longer?
Yes, about 5 hours because it makes 2 stopovers, in fact.
Well, that'd be okay. I'm not in a great hurry, and it's a lot cheaper.
The problem is you might miss your hostel booking with that flight. You'd get there a day later, and this hostel we found takes Sunday to Sunday bookings only.
So save on a cheaper flight or lose my hostel. Oh, that's okay. There must be another hostel for those dates.
Well, let's have another look. Right, okay, there is something, the Welcome Hostel, but it's right out on the east coast, which is very good for the airport, but quite away from the centre.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I can catch a bus or something. I think transport's really good in Singapore. What can you tell me about the hostel?
Well, it's 30 Singaporean dollars a night. That's about £10 or 20 US. You get a single room with breakfast, and you have to share a bathroom. And there's a coffee shop.
Sounds good to me. Let's go for it. Oh, actually, I forgot to mention, can I pay by traveller's cheque? Someone stole my credit card.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I'm not sure really. I just had a drink in Just Coffee and was walking along the street. I was getting my camera out because I wanted to take a picture of the Dyson building. It's so fantastic.
Yeah, it sure is.
Anyway, I was just walking down that street behind it. You get a great view of it from there. I just turned the corner as I wanted to go to the museum, when I suddenly felt a hand in my pocket. Then saw this guy run off straight back down the street. He must have had someone working with him, because then I saw 2 of them running into the mall.
You mean the one next to the Dyson building?
No, further down on the street. I was on the other side of the park, the one at the end.
Oh, you'd never find them in there. It's enormous.
Oh, I didn't even try. I was okay, and I just rang my bank straight away. So in fact, they didn't get anything. But I'm still waiting for my new card.
So, Miguel, let's first discuss spending time with friends. What would you say are the best ways to keep in touch with friends?
Well, it depends. If they live near you, I think you have to make time to see them. I know from my own experience, if you don't make time to do things together, you lose touch. That's why I've always tried to get friends round or go out with friends about twice a week. But if your friends live a long way away, I think you have to use things like the internet and Facebook.
But don't you think young people perhaps overuse that kind of thing?
No, I don't think so. People who say that's all kids do are wrong. Young people actually use technology so much because they have a lot of things going on in their lives. That's the way things are today.
And what would you say are the types of things that can test a friendship?
A lot of things. I think you always hope that friends won't lie to you. And of course, you expect them to keep in touch. But I suppose if a friend didn't support you at a difficult time, you would wonder whether he was your friend. That's how I feel about my friends, at least.
So let's talk about how children spend their free time. Tell me, Sasha, do you think children spend too much time watching TV?
Children watch TV too much. It's bad for their eyes and their body. And they don't go and play outside.
And what do you think their parents can do?
Parents can stop the TV. My parents, they sometimes stop the TV for my sister and tell her, "Hey, go and do something with your friends."
And what sort of clubs do you think children should be encouraged to join?
Join, maybe dancing clubs. Dancing is good for their body, and they go outside, so they are not always at home.
And how does membership of a club help children?
They make friends, go outside, and learn new things which are good for them at school, and perhaps